hello, Manifestor Generator friend, and welcome to your abundance reading for this month. My name is Christy, and I'm a counselor coming at you from Delta, BC, Canada, and I proudly use the tarot, oracle cards, human design, and psychology to bring you messages for your highest and best. All right, this month I feel called to check in with a power animal for each human design energy type to see how that animal's energy can help us expand our abundance. Then I will do pull 7 cards from the tarot in an open spread with card number 1 being the issue and card number 7 being the outcome, all with an abundance energy within it. Okay, with that being said, let's call in spirit. And away we go. I have already meditated on the cards, done the super shuffle, and asked for your highest and best in this reading, MG. Okay, and we have Otter, surrender, let go of control. Oh, I can't wait to see what the tarot has to say about this. Look at our cute otter. I mean, otters are so adorable. Like they're little human hands. I don't know if you've ever seen one like at a zoo or an aquarium, or even lucky to see one in real life. They are just so slick, right? They are very slick and they just slide. So it's like we want to just let go. We want to of control this month. Maybe not total. We'll see what this has to say, but I'm going more for surrender in terms of an abundance. Now, very interesting, actually. Ooh, okay. Spirit is asking you to, instead of this with your resources this month, to let go of the how. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so for Otter, like let go of the how, and you'll be surprised at what happens with your abundance. So yesterday or last night, no, 2 days ago, 2 nights ago, I did a meditation from the Reality Revolution, and it was like, all of my financial is paid, and money comes to me from unexpected sources, so I listened to it in the morning, and then I put on a pair of jeans I hadn't seen, I hadn't worn in a while, and I checked. I was like, "What's this in the back pocket?" And I found $5 in the back pocket. And then later on that day, my dad gave me $50 for like helping out an event tonight, and I was like, you know, oops, card number 1. Um, uh, and like I know it's $55, but like I was not expecting either of those, right? So it's really important that we let go of the how, right, in order to get more. Okay, so our first card, the issue. This is really interesting because this is a card of investment, okay, and taking a look at our investments. So the issue, okay, investments have been a really big topic. This is my 4th reading of the day, and it's come up every time. All right, so next up for card number 2, we have the Tower. Oh, this doesn't have to be bad. Okay, let's not freak out about that. Okay, we've got the Tower. We've got, oh, wow, the Temperance. We already have 2 major Arcana cards here. Wow, big reading already. Okay, 4, King of Wands. King of Wands has been around. Okay, he's been around with the other readings. Card 5, Judgment. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's some big stuff happening here. Okay, Judgment. Then we have, this is beautiful, MG, from a financial perspective. Okay, let's see what our result is. Oh, okay. Woo! If you surrender, there are beautiful things ahead. Beautiful things. I tell you what, managing. Okay, let's start with our issue. Okay, so the 7 of Pentacles is a card of taking stock. It's a card of like, okay, I have built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, and 6 is harmony. And at 7s, we're at a crossroad. So we're at a crossroad of finances. So we need to pay attention to what we've already done. I have told the other energy types, it's really like our relationship with money is money is energy, and we have a relationship with it. And just like any relationship with your partner, with your kids, with your pet, if you neglect it, it suffers. So it's really, really important for you to go take a look. I look at my bank account every single morning. It is like I meditate, I do my Duolingo, I do my Noom lesson, and then I check my bank account. And all you have to do is look and see what's there, right? Now, some of us will do a deeper dive with them, where all the money goes and all that. But really, I'm getting more investments. So if you don't have investments yet, this is the call to start them, right? Seek professional financial advice. However, well, I've said this in the other ones. I may as well say it here. Index funds are what I invest in on the regular. And I learned that from Tony Robbins in Money Mastery, as well as lots of other places. It's quite, I feel confident saying that it's a safe bet that will grow. Like right now, my index funds are averaging like 13%. So pretty good. All right. If you want to know which ones, put them in the comment below, and I'll shoot you a message and just tell you, because I just like not it's not difficult, right? So, anyways, it can be very accessible. Okay, so taking stock. So the issue is that perhaps you have not taken stock yet, and some things are on the horizon if you don't start. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so you are being called to take stock if you have not been doing it. So go and take a look at your finances and see where your money goes. Because if you don't, okay, right? Okay, so the tower. Okay, so perhaps you haven't been saving or investing, and this is saying it's time to do so if you haven't. Now it's really interesting because the market was not hot for the last couple of years, and say what you want about the Republicans, they are good for business and money, and it's up. Okay, so things finance so investments are up. I'm actually, like I said, 13%. That's really good. And so yeah, anything above seven is really good. So but there could be a tower moment happening for you. Now, it's also really important to say that, one of the greatest things about being human is that we have free will choice. So no matter what the cards tell us, we always have the power to change them. So just take what serves you and leaves what's left. Now, a tower is just a shakeup. It's kind of like, it can be like a, what do I call it? Like not a wake up, it's a wake up call. It's like, but basically it's going to shake up that will kind of tear down what's already there, but so that you can rebuild it from a stronger foundation, right? The next card in the deck, I believe, is the star, which is one of those beautiful things, right? It's like we have all this hope after something happens, right? So take stock of what you've already done, right? And then perhaps you'll welcome this tower moment if a shakeup is what you need in order to go, oh, I can actually put $100 away a month and invest it in, in the market or in bonds or whatever you want to do. Although I would say bonds aren't a great bonds are only good if they're paying out higher than interest rates. Then like that, otherwise you're just losing money, right? And you're just losing money if it's in a bank account. I'll tell you that much. Okay. All righty. Where to go next? I feel that I'm gonna stick to we're gonna start with the Arcana cards because they're just so prominent here. Okay, but you're also asking to do something moderately. Let's not take big chances here, MG. Okay, again, index funds. Okay, those are like of the investing world, index funds are temperance. Okay, if we're talking about this, so there's always like it's about moderation and also about balance and equilibrium. So you want to find like a balanced fund, right? So don't go. I mean, I can't say anything about crypto right now. It's actually not a good time to buy crypto because it's really high. But guess what? What goes up must come down. When I have some crypto and it's done very well, but I'm not going to buy any more until it crashes again. So crypto, don't do that, okay? Or whatever, do what you're going to do. I probably shouldn't tell you what to do financially because I'm not qualified to do so. So don't follow my advice, is what I have to say, so I can be legally compliant here. All right. However, I'm going to say temperance, the spirit is essentially saying when it comes to finances, let's take it easy. Let's find something balanced, something that you feel comfortable with and that you know. All right. Now, what happens? Next, we have judgment. All right. And so judgment is about this ascension. It is about expansion, rising up, going to that next level. The judgment card is just like the death card, except that like where you're like shedding your skin and you're like ready to move on to the next step. But with the death card, you don't have a choice. With judgment, you do. Okay. So it's like, where are you going to go? But you need to make sure that you're connected to your higher self and doing what you know to be right. I understand index funds. You should never invest in something that you don't understand, right? So it's like I understand how they work, which is why I feel comfortable talking about them. Do I know what, anyways, it doesn't matter. I know I have a decent financial literacy, but by no means. Okay. So what are you being called? This is like you're being called to do something. Okay. And it's up to you whether you are going to take it or not. Now, interesting. I didn't end with the King of Cups, which I usually do, but I felt really drawn to those major arcana cards. Okay. So let's take a look at the Three of Wands. With the Three of Wands, you're ready to embark on a new journey. And guess what? It's a new financial journey. Okay. So mistakes that have been made in the past that may cause this tower moment, or maybe you've just gone through the tower moment. Okay. Maybe you have. That's certainly happened to some people in my life recently where they've had some tower moments that have been like, oh my gosh, I have to atone for what I've done financially. And now I have to adult, right? I have to adult. I have some friends right now in their 40s who are really learning how to adult because of this has happened. Okay. And it's not a bad thing, right? Because when you learn how to adult, you actually learn how to be more resilient. You learn how to take responsibility for your actions. So, but when we do that, we're ready for a positive, okay? Remember that yellow in the background here, a positive start. We're embarking on something new, right? We have inspiration with the Ace of Wands. We have planning with the Ace with the Two of Wands, and now it's ready to launch the ships. So, ready to start doing financially what you need to do. Now, this is, we have the King of Wands. Okay, so we got to be a little careful with the King of Wands because he can be very, very charming and very coercive. He's a good leader. Okay, he's a good leader. And this actually can represent a new business opportunity. So that's great. But be mindful of, they can be pretty slick. Okay, so just I want to be, if something is seems too good to be true, it probably is. All right. So we just want to be careful. Remember that temperance is asking us to be moderate. Okay. And it's important that, and it's also, ooh, let's come back to otter here. Okay. With otter, we have this surrender to the how. So listen, no, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Surrender and let go of the how this is going to happen. So you can take advice from all these people, right? Like reach out to your network. There's somebody in your network, hopefully, that is more successful with money than you are, right? Take advice from them. They're the ones, okay? But just make sure you're careful, right? So, this crypto that I was talking about, I bought it. Like, I didn't understand it when I bought it. I actually did it as like an exchange business deal, which at the time I was like, oh my gosh, I've been taken for a ride because it was in 2018. So I invested this money in crypto, not knowing what it was about, and then I like set it and forget it. Okay, I just let it go, and then COVID happened, and we all know having the market there it just tanked, and then inflation and blah blah blah. Well, anyways, it's like October, November, October. I remember, no, it was December because I remember I was waiting to get in line to get my passport, and the guy, and he's definitely a King of Wands guy. Okay, he's a good businessman, but like a little shady. He messages me and he's like, "Oh, by the way, you have an ROI, return on investment of 143% on that crypto." He's like, "It's at 100 grand right now," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And so what did I do? What all good gamblers do? I pulled out my initial investment, and now I'm playing with the house's money. So I don't really care what happens with crypto. Actually, when it tanks again, I'm going to buy some more. But if it goes to 200,000, I'll take out another. Like he said, Anyways, we'll see. But now that I'm playing with the house's money, I feel very comfortable and I feel very settled emotionally. Okay, so this is our outcome. So this is our kind of top other card here. So we have the with the King of Cups. The King of Cups has been through it emotionally, right? And now he's very stable. He's wise because he's already gone through this. So if you've been on a financial roller coaster, the result of you kind of paying attention here, surrendering and letting go of the how, you'll end up feeling more like confident in your finances, right? Like more confident in that area. This is a feelings card, right? And so we want to feel like we actually have two kings, right? So it's time to so it's so interesting because the kings are about taking control and being a good leader, yet Otter is telling us to let go. So I'm saying is I'm getting as you are to consult, okay, with these people that you trust around finances and then follow their advice. That goes here. And should you do so, you will end up feeling so much more settled, more confident, and in control. Okay. By it's so isn't it so interesting how by letting control, we actually gain more. It's this awesome paradigm. Okay, awesome paradigm because we gain more confidence, we gain more faith in spirit, we gain more. We're able to do this more. We're able to ascend more when we trust. All right. Woo. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. Well, that's what I've got for you this week, MG. Next week, I will be back with an overall energy reading for February for you. And I hope, yeah, rendering's hard. It was the hardest part of me with really connecting with spirit because it was the surrender and the trust piece. But the reward is here for you if you can do that. Okay. But first, go and check your money. Go check your money, honey. It's important. It's a really important relationship. All right. Bye.